celebrating the Patriots, we can now look ahead towards a big game in Miami this Sunday. And the Patriots deserve all the praise, don't get me wrong. The defense played excellent. They did in that game against the Vikings what they did to Mahomes in the Chiefs game, but they did it for longer and they were even better doing it. So give the defense credit, that's progress, that's a good sign. But now you get a different animal that you're dealing with. You've got to beat a good team on the road. And the Dolphins are 6-6, so you can say they're a good team. Maybe a little bit of a stretch, but at home 500, they can qualify as good. And you still really haven't won a game like that this season, especially adding to the fact that Miami is historically a difficult place for you to play. So that would make this win even more impressive, more meaningful. Then on top of that, Tom Brady not good in warm weather games. I mean, look at Brady's record when he's playing in games where the weather is 85 plus. Not that good. The only win that he has was in 2004 out in Arizona, and you know in Arizona it's not as humid as in Florida, South Florida. Now on Sunday it's supposed to only be a high of 82, but humidity will be at 75% and rising. So while Sunday's game doesn't qualify on that graphic, it's still going to be warm enough, toasty enough to test Tom Brady. More so than Minnesota, a win in Miami and how the team plays will begin to change the perception I have of them going forward. Also, just speaking of Tom Brady, I came across this the other day. This question was asked of him during the summer of 2014. How unbelievable is that? I mean, think about all the guy has accomplished since this question was asked.
Tom, some people over the last few weeks or months have opined that your game has fallen off a little bit. Does that fire you up at all?
We're going on 5 years talking about the decline and the end of Tom Brady. All right, so according to Red Sox brass, they are seriously interested in re-signing Nathan Eovaldi. Well, duh. Guy was huge for you in the playoffs. I do not think Red Sox ownership specifically wants to make the mistake they made in 2013 when they let John Lester walk. Took a long time for them to heal from that. And plus, who do you think would be more likely to replicate their postseason performance next season, in the regular season or in the playoffs? Eovaldi or David Price? Eovaldi or Joe Kelly? Eovaldi or Ryan Brazier? Eovaldi is the answer every time. I think above everybody else I just mentioned, he's the realist. And I just want to throw in my opinion on the college football playoff: Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, and Oklahoma. Oklahoma absolutely was the right decision by the committee. We've heard the saying, you're only as strong as your weakest link. That's how I live when evaluating the college football playoff teams. Bad loss weighs a lot more than good win. So it's nice that Ohio State crushed Michigan, but losing Big 2 Purdue weighs a lot more. Oklahoma's only loss was to Texas, who played in the Big 12 championship game, and then they avenged the loss. And Oklahoma lost to Texas by 3, not 27. You're only as strong as your weakest link. That weak link wasn't that weak. And as for Georgia, look, they play in the SEC. They're at an advantage because they play in the SEC. They're at an advantage because they play in Georgia in terms of getting talent. You're at an advantage for getting the best players. You got to produce the results. Win the games. I know you're going up against harder, tougher teams, but you got to win the games because you got the advantage of getting better players. They're absolutely a top 4 team. They're one of the 4 best teams in the country, but they're not one of the 4 most deserving teams in the country. And that means something to me. It's not just about the best. Deserving factors in. Committee absolutely got it right. Breaking news today that Urban Meyer will step down as head coach of Ohio State. That's sort of the most shockingly unsurprising news I've ever heard. It's a great day for Jim Harbaugh and an awful day for Jim Harbaugh. If I'm Jim Harbaugh, it bothers the hell out of me. I never could beat Urban Meyer, but now it opens the door for Michigan to finally win a damn game against Ohio State. All right, take your pick. Better Christmas song by a pop star or band: NSYNC's Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or Taylor Swift's Last Christmas. This is like choosing between children for me, but I'm going with Taylor Swift Last Christmas. She does a beautiful job. The voice is exquisite. NSYNC is excellent though. Damn it, I love that song. I don't know. I think over the course of my life, I've listened more to the Taylor Swift song. So I go Taylor Swift Last Christmas. End of discussion. All right, my lock of the day today, I'm taking Boston College -3.5 tonight at home against Providence. Look, I like Providence. I'm a big Egg Cooley guy, but Providence looked too clunky at home against URI over the weekend. I think BC is able to flex a little ACC muscle. That program is back finally on the rise a little bit. Providence has had success against BC in the recent past. I think they want to get that taste out of their mouth. And I think BC comes out tonight, plays well at home, and covers the 3.5 spread. I'll take BC -3.5 tonight. That's my lock of the day. Have a go.
Well, as you know, I'm not on Snapface and all that, so I don't really get those.